Buddy Pod. I'm a buddy, he's a dude.
And I'm a dude, and he's a buddy.
Let's get it going, Danny.
Hell yeah.
Episode 2.
It's EP2.
EP2, baby.
Sounds like a little test booster, hey? You got a little EP2 in you?
Got the EP2.
Yeah, man. I'm hitting extra reps with my EP2.
Yeah, my friend died, got the EP2.
Oh, EP2 vaccine.
Listen, it is number 2. Let's fucking
Thanks the people for watching in EP1, episode 1. Last week was our inaugural one. We got 110 subscribers.
We got 121 subscribers.
Woo,
we got some
up.
listens on Spotify. We're on Spotify now, so you guys can listen to us. You can watch us. You know, if you're going to watch us, you can see that we still don't have much of a set here. But guess what? We got plans for it.
Oh, we got plans. And you know what? You can never have a beautiful picture unless you have a blank canvas.
Absolutely.
And we have the tools to put up.
We do. We got a DeWalt, baby.
We got a DeWalt right here, and we can put up...
just let them hear it.
Ooh. Woo. Look at that, eh?
Let her fly, Danny. Hell yeah.
Look at that. If you're a tradesman, you probably got a Milwaukee because these things are super loud. The hammer drill. DeWalt. It's a DeWalt. But if you're a real tradesman, you're either probably rocking a Milwaukee or a Makita.
Not a fucking Ryobi. We don't need anybody who's rocking a Ryobi listening to this pod.
Yeah, what are you, a Canadian Tire supporter? Well, actually, I'm a huge Canadian Tire supporter.
Big Canadian Tire guy.
CT points are probably one of my favorite points to collect.
I feel like you're a guy that probably walked around with a fat wallet. For anybody that doesn't know, Canadian Tire, what is Canadian Tire? Lowe's? What's the American version? Is Lowe's Canadian too?
No, I think Lowe's.
Home Depot.
Lowe's is Lowe's. Home Depot.
Home Depot. So Canadian Tire is like a big fucking Home Depot, and you can get Canadian Tire money.
I think it'd be like Canadian Tire. Like Canadian Tire would be like Target meets Home Depot.
Target meets Home Depot.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Because it's a department store as well.
It is, and it's for everyone. You can get flower pots. You can get fucking barbecues. You can get lawnmowers. You can get weed whackers. I bet you can find a motherfucking spud cutter.
And you know what you could get? You could get a DeWalt 20 volt Max XR. There.
Sing it, Danny.
Woo! You know what I actually really want to do with this, bro? I've been craving like hot dogs. So I kind of want to like put.
Oops! What?
A hot dog.
Oh my god.
Why? Am I saying it wrong?
Say it again.
Hot dog.
Slow it down.
A hot dog.
One at a time.
Hot dog.
Damn, right there. Now take what you just did, speed it up, put it together.
I want to get a hot dog.
Okay, fell right apart again.
But I want to put a hot dog on the end of this thing and then just slow.
You want to put a hot dog on the end
of
a
hot dog on this, put it over the hot element, and just let it glisten.
You want to put a hot dog on the end of a drill, right?
Yeah, and then just let it cook.
Let her scream.
Woo!
Hey, dude.
What?
Fucking, we're still here in New York. Last time we talked about the Big Apple might have taken a bite out of us. I think we bit that motherfucker right back.
Oh hell yeah, dude! I'm worming in that core like a motherfucker.
Yeah, dude. We had a pretty good week. We We did our exercises every day.
Are we doing a little off the top, a little check-in? I think that's
we're checking in.
We're checking
in, guys. We're checking in. So New York City, we're here. We're in Bushwick. We're in Brooklyn. We've been staying healthy, body and mind. I think we're doing pretty good there. Our shows have been banging. We did have a colossal bomb in front of 7 people, both of us.
But that's okay, because like that's what I like about lately. There's been like some shows have been kind of like very minimal amount of people, but the people that have been there have just been foreign nationals. Like there's always a German. Like the one show that we did,
always a German,
was 4 Germans. One didn't speak a lick of English, and I got a little self-conscious because I was like, why is this lady so angry? And then realized, oh, she doesn't speak English, and her daughters are translating. And then the other 2 were old people from San Diego.
Well, being for people that don't know me, I was a little German boy. I was born in Germany. My father was in the military, Canadian military.
How do you say little German boy in German?
Ein kleines Deutschen Bub. That's terrible.
Oh, you're my little Deutschen
Bub. My German's fucking awful now. But the point is, I am from there. My mother speaks German to me exclusively. She texts me in German, and still I had some videos where I did German material, and I put them online last year. They did pretty well in the sense that a lot of people saw them, but holy shit, did the Germans ever not like me? They think I was perpetuating the stereotype of Germans
being humorless?
Screaming. No. They perpetuated the stereotype of Germans being humorless in the comment section. I simply did a joke where I am yelling in German, and they like to believe it's just such a beautiful, delicate language. It is a nice language, but it's also got some fucking rough edges on it. And me doing that bit, they did not like that, and a lot of them just accused me of not being German whatsoever, and just generally being a huge piece of shit. And then every other comment was somebody pointing out that, oh my God, Germans truly don't have a sense of humor. So
I liked it though because I popped my head in because I knew they were German, and I was wanting to see if you can connect with them. And then when you got them to read your mom's text message,
I got one of the girls to read a text message from my mom. My mother texts me in German, and it's a lot of work. So like I can read her writing, I can read her German, but I gotta sit down to do it, dude. Like I can't just fucking take my mom's text on the fly. Like I gotta take a moment.
You gotta if you get in on the sidewalk, you gotta veer off.
Enter the matrix to read that shit.
But one thing that stood out for me was they said your mom's running on her trampoline.
Yeah.
Do you got a trampoline that she runs on? Like, is she just running around in the backyard on a trampoline?
No, it's like a little exercise trampoline in the house. She's bouncing around. Oh. I don't think she's running. I think she's
doing the toe touches.
Maybe she does run around on it. I don't know. See, again, Europeans are fucking weird, dude. She is jumping around on her trampoline in the basement.
I like the visual.
And I didn't even quite pick that up from her text. That's why I had it read to me concisely and clear. And the German girl, she was like, oh, she seems to be
running on the trampoline.
Running on the trampoline this week. And of course, my response was just, "Oh, nice!"
Oh,
right?
Nice.
Because now when she reads it back, I'm like, "I got questions."
Yeah, but the shows have been good. Things are starting to pick up. They're starting to recognize the Canadian talent that we have, and every time they put us a show, even if the show is a shit show or like we consider it a bomb, everybody's like, "No, man, this is great. You guys cracked them open.
Well,
crowd
we
of
stand
shit."
out. I don't know if we talked about this before. There's something, I don't know. We both obviously sound different. A lot of people when they watch Danny, they do truly think they're just watching a fucking cartoon. They don't know what the hell's going on. It's a lot of energy. Yeah. Danny's got a lot of energy on
Got
stage.
a lot of energy.
He comes at you hot and fast. He's got that bro energy, but he's also, I mean, the shit he's saying is funny, but it can be tough for people to decipher sometimes.
But then I also crack him open because deep down under this exterior
vulnerability,
but also, dude, I'm like a huge kind of nerd, really. Like I got some deep cuts.
Well, that's what I was saying. It's insane that you grew up downtown in a city as a theater kid and you sound like this. And then we had a buddy over, Henry Sir.
Yeah, Henry Sir.
Fellow Edmonton
Shout
comic,
out.
Very funny guy. Also tearing it up.
He was technically, or no, he wasn't our first guest.
He's tearing it up in New York. No, he was a guest in our home, of course, not the podcast.
No.
But he told me once Danny left, he told me privately that Danny's accent is really fucking strange to him as well.
Oh, buddy.
And he's from Edmonton.
And sometimes when I'm in Edmonton, people ask me like what part of the East Coast I'm from, or they ask me like where I'm from. And I'm like, what do you mean, man? I'm from like here, dude.
Yeah, it's gotta fuck people up.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's I get it from my brother or I get it from wherever, but I think I don't know, man. It's just who I am. And baby, I was born this way.
Yeah. You're just like you're a dirt bike with legs.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? A lot of dirt bikes in our neighborhood.
Oh, buddy. The best.
You know what? It's funny that moving from the country to Bushwick, Brooklyn, and I see more dirt bikes daily than I ever did growing up.
The crazy part too is you think it's like a Harley or a motorbike, and then you just realize it's a 50cc scooter with like an exhaust kit put on it.
Sometimes it's a fucking straight up 250cc dirt bike. And these guys are always popping wheelies and shit.
Oh, dude, that was great when we saw the guy who come by on the scooter. He looks both ways for traffic, sits back up.
No, he stood on
Yeah,
the
he
seat. He stood on the fucking seat.
No helmet at all, but why would you need one?
No bucket. I mean, it's fucking insane, dude. It's
I love
awesome.
it.
Did I don't know if I don't know if I brought this up on the last podcast, but when I was walking to a show one night and I was coming up to the intersection just one block north of where we are, and I almost got hit by a fucking dune buggy. And then when I looked up, it was just a dune buggy, a dirt bike, and a scooter. All of them 11 years old.
Yeah.
Fucking wild.
It's wicked because it's like, you're like, oh, is this a Rough Riders like music video? And then you realize like Rough Riders are from New York.
Dude, you're going to start circling you like Creed?
Yeah.
Philly?
I'm on my hood shit.
Punch in the air. I'm enjoying a nice iced coffee here, Danny. Homemade.
Homemade brew.
Homemade brew iced
That was probably one of our best investments. I don't know if we talked about that before.
We got a Black & Decker one button fucking coffee machine.
I tell you this all the time, but like one of my life goals is like I've always wanted to smash someone over the head with a coffee mug.
Sure.
Or not a mug, but like the hot pot.
The hot pot. You want it full of hot coffee? Do you want it to just clap and coffee comes out, or do you want it to fucking explode?
Oh, I want it to be like smash over them. They're like, oh, and then I get coffee all over my white shit, and that makes me more angry.
It's like Roadhouse shit.
Yeah. But I don't think it will ever happen. It's just one of those fantasies that
if that does happen, something has gone terribly sideways that you're clapping somebody with a fucking coffee pot in your own home. Is it in your own home? It had to be, right?
It could be.
That's got to be like a home invasion situation that you're dealing with.
That, or it's like I'm at an IHOP and then like everybody's raging around me and then I'm just like, fuck it! And then I go in there and grab a hot
IHOP,
pot.
you clap them with a big bottle of blue syrup.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know, they give you a flight of syrups.
The blueberry syrup.
Oh, man. How bad are those for you? IHOP is the biggest piece of shit fucking establishment on the planet. Those little strips of bacon. You know what those bacons are? They're instant.
Pork.
No, they're the thank you. They're the microwave bacon, dude.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, that's why they're so thin. Like you can hold them up, you can see through them.
Ugh. Either way, it's going down the gully.
It's going down quick.
Yeah, but man, I don't know.
I've banged back a lot of Niagara Falls IHOP, dude. There's an IHOP in every fucking corner.
I'm more partial.
Reset.
I'm more partial to a Denny's.
Well done, Danny.
Thank you.
Yeah, Denny's I think probably takes the cake there, right? Or
yeah,
takes the pancake.
But I like our neighborhood too, dude. But it was like I think we finally felt our first sense of discrimination here.
Oh, we did. Well, okay. Well, I think we touched on it in episode 1 where somebody had mentioned to me and Danny that we
look like cops.
We kind of like in our neighborhood we stand out a lot, and because you with the mustache and the hair and the fucking backwards hats, like we're almost trying. We're guys in our 30s.
Not to mention we're ripped and jacked and ready to rock.
Sure, but you are.
Well, you are too. Don't.
I like to think I'm getting to be in good shape.
Do not discredit the work and effort that you've put into your body, Jarrett.
I'm not jacked. I'll never be jacked, but I like to think I'm lean.
Hey, listen, you're good enough, and we're gonna take that good to great.
Hell yeah. So we give off this vibe almost like we're these 30-year-old. We're like the guys walking into a high school trying to buy pot, and people are like, "These are cops."
Oh, for sure, because like Jared's on his way to quitting vapes. You know.
Oh hell yeah, dude! I am actually.
He's on his way.
Ever since we last checked in on the vapes, I have not stopped vaping.
Yeah, you've purchased 3 in front of my eyes.
Lost one in the Uber.
Yep.
Lost one in the Uber. By the way, if you're taking an Uber in New York, you know that you got into it that night.
Yeah, if it's a Nissan Altima, no, a Honda Accord.
4:30 a.m. Uber in New York, that's a problem. You got to be on that train, dude.
You got to look for that nice little diamond brick 5-hitter.
Yeah.
But we walked in. I was feeling myself, and I said, "You know what? I want to get a little weed pen because I wanted to play a little bit."
Well, hold on. You set it up a little better. Danny wanted to get a weed pen, so we went. We tried a weed store that we haven't walked into yet, just down the street from our house. It's like on our block. It feels like it should be part of our neighborhood.
Yeah. Well, it is our neighborhood. So we were like, okay, well, let's go to our neighborhood weed store. And I walk in there because I wanted a little weed pen to play some Manor Lords or whatever kind of chilling.
Manor Lords.
Whatever kind of chilling I wanted to do while I'm building my village. And I walk in there and I go, hey, man, you got any weed pens? And he goes, no. And then I look right at the case. And it's a whole shelving unit full of weed pens.
I've never seen more weed pens on display.
Yeah, it was right there. Everything from your $80 ones to your $20 ones. And I was sitting there calling me, looking at me, and I saw the apple fritter one that I hit before. And I was like, oh, okay, well, what's that? And he goes, I can't sell that to you. I go, why? He goes, I just can't sell that to you. And then I pointed at another one. I go, well, can I buy that one? And he goes, no. And I'm like, what about that one? And then that's when he started to get the attitude. He goes, no, bro, I can't sell that to you. I'm not from here. And I went, okay, well, where?
It was really fun. It was really odd. It was hilarious though too, because it was literally like, "Can I have a weed pen?" No, we don't have those. What about that? That's a weed pen. No, it isn't. But yeah, it is. Can I have that? No, you can't. Why? I don't know. Like, it was fucking. And in that moment, it felt like, dude, I think these guys actually think we're cops.
Yeah, and then we both looked at each other and we were like, well, this is kind of weird. I felt a little bit like slighted, but you were just laughing at the whole situation of being like, yo, dude, like it's legit. They think we're cops.
It was pretty fucking hilarious. And also, you know what we talked about, we're in this new neighborhood that's predominantly
we are the
we're the white guys on this block.
Yeah, we are.
We truly are the white guys on this block. And you know what, man? Having that experience of being discriminated against, no matter what it was for, was like, nice. We're really assimilating.
And then the same day, though, probably like 20 minutes later, we walk out of our place, and then this it was a transgender person immediately goes, God damn, look at you two. Holy shit.
Oh, he started barking.
Yeah. he goes, I'd give you my gym membership. I'll give you my food stamps. I'll give you anything to suck the shit out of your assholes.
And then he would let it go.
While we're walking away.
And we're in fucking tears, dude. It was the funniest shit.
So funny.
Because it was like right when we opened our front doors. God damn.
Look at you two gorgeous men. Oh, shit. I'll give you my food stamps. I'll give you anything. My exercise regime. I'll suck your asshole.
It was flattering.
Oh, it was good.
That's that guy being really nice.
Yeah,
You
that's
could
the
tell.
kind of energy we want when we go into a weed store and be like, can I buy a weed
That's the kind of
pen?
energy we want. We want a guy be like, hey, man, can I buy a weed pen? He's like, I would suck the shit out of your ass. Take it for free.
Yeah. Forget the apple fritter. Give me your corn cutter.
What an aggressive pickup line.
Dude.
To suck the shit out of one's ass.
One's asshole.
Oh, my God.
And let me tell you.
I believed him.
I mean, he would.
I believed him. I'd feel bad taking his food stamps, though.
Yeah, we have to leave those food stamps for him
Let him
because he's
have
got to get something to clean the palate after he eats my butthole.
Oh, my God. Hey, a little piece of ginger.
Yeah. Here you go, buddy. You got 2 food stamps for a nerd rope after you just took my fucking shit rope.
Just a little piece of ginger after you eat ass. That should be nice. I think that if you're somebody, wouldn't that be something? You go over to someone's house, right? And they're, they got their drawer, their sex drawer, and you got fucking like dildos, and you got condoms, and you got lube, and then just a little tray of that ginger that you find at the sushi place.
Yeah.
You're gonna want that.
One little of those, and then you have a little can of coffee grinds. So if you want to reset the sniffer palate to see if it was an actual. Just so you can be like, oh, let me cleanse this taste. Is this booty hole as actually delicious as it smells?
Just to take the edge off.
Oh, yeah, man.
That's fucking great, dude.
Yeah.
That is
Well, I don't know, dude. It's straight. I don't know, man. It made me feel good, but at the same time, I was like, damn, That's pretty hardcore for a fucking immediate upon sight,
Right, dude, middle of the afternoon.
It was
Everything happens here in the middle of the afternoon, whether
Yeah.
it's a shooting or you're getting just aggressively fucking...
Cat called.
Yeah, it's broad
That
daylight.
wasn't even a cat call, bro. That was a fucking lion call.
It was a roar, dude.
Yeah, dude. That was a full blown African savanna cat just coming at you, going.
But then truly barking at the end.
Oh
right?
yeah,
So,
that it was like the cliche, like you'd see it in a Looney Tunes or like like a old tune cartoon where the guy like his
steam
jaw drops and his
steam
tongue
coming out of
goes
the
up.
ears
Yeah.
and the fucking eyes bulging out. Hell yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. That was all right.
I mean, this city's fucking, it's popping right now, right? Because we got the playoffs. The New York Rangers have advanced, and I'm telling you this because I mean, anybody who does comedy knows that when teams are roaring through the playoffs, it really fucking affects comedy, right?
Yeah.
And,
Oh, yeah.
In this town, I don't know. I think there's a lot of Rangers fans, but right now the thing is the Knicks are rolling.
Mm-hmm.
So you got 2 things that happen. Comedy shows are just getting fucking canned because no one's showing up. Or when they do show up and you say you get on like a 10:30 or 11 show, you're getting a lot of guys in jerseys who are fucking loaded because they've been
Just
drinking
pinned.
all day. And you're dealing. And you know what? I love that shit. I love it so much. I know what it's like. For being like 2019 in Toronto, the Raptors run. I know what it's like in 2015 with the Blue Jays. Like when people get behind a fucking sports team, it is awesome.
Oh, it's the best.
I mean, you got the oil right now.
I got the Oilers. We got a big game tomorrow. It would be Saturday.
The game will be done. The Oilers might be eliminated when you hear this,
Don't say that.
or they'll be going into Game 7. Let's
Yeah.
manifest good things here.
They'll be going into Game 7 when you hear this, and it will be good. But I like it. Dude, when Oilers are on playoffs or any like sports team, then I kind of like. Well, I guess the only one would be the Oilers in Edmonton. I base my shows around it, so it's like even some of these shows here that we're doing, they're like it might be canceled. You're like, good, let it be
Bro, my
canceled.
team's
Let
in-
the city enjoy the vibe. Like
My team's in the playoffs. I don't book shows, and if I do have shows booked, I fucking cancel, and I do not give a shit.
Yeah.
Because there's just something about playoff sports that is so beautiful. And you see these guys, and some of these Knicks fans are aggressive, dude.
Oh,
like,
dude,
I know
they
people.
base their whole persona is like sports team. They got their jerseys, they got their everything, every conversation, every heckle, interjection, anything has to do like sports related.
I love it. But it's like, you know why? It's because I can respect it, but now it's like it's also like being so new in New York City right now. And I don't think that this will ever change, but like, I'm not just going to start rooting for New York teams. It's not going to happen. Like,
No.
I think I love the energy. So part of me is excited that it's happening. I'm happy for the Knicks. I'm happy for their fans, sure. But like, I'm never really going to get behind those teams because they're just not my fucking teams. And I like doing,
But as this person who lives in the city, you like, it would be insane to have the Rangers in the Stanley Cup playoffs and the New York Knicks in the playoff, like the finals.
Which they're not going to, they won't.
You don't think?
Don't worry about that. I think there's far more likely that the Rangers make it to the Stanley Cup finals than the goddamn Knicks.
Well, you never know, bro. I'm not even a basketball person.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Why not? Let them have their time.
They're not ready.
That's what I say. I would love
But
to
they
see.
are having their time. That's what I'm saying. It's cool, man. I'm into it. I like it. I fucking love sports, dude. So,
buddy, I just love being. I just love being a dude.
I love being a buddy.
And it's great. And if you're a buddy and a dude, then you're probably a dude buddy and you're listening to this podcast.
Fucking right, dude. Buddy. No, but hey, dude, I think that we're only just getting this puppy started, right?
We're cooking,
getting
though.
this puppy started. And we really do appreciate people checking this shit out because we're not going to stop.
We're not going to stop until we get to the top. And even when we're at the top, we're going to look at the next mountain and say, that's the one
We're not going to
climb.
pull out the DeWalt, dude. We are going to fucking keep this baby going right to the fucking top, dude.
We ain't going nowhere, motherfuckers.
We don't have anything else.
Buddy, I got you set on 3. I got you set on
Holy.
drill. I got you set on hammer drill. Listen to
Damn,
the
dude.
power of that.
How are you even holding on to that?
Buddy, I'll tell you, wrist control.
I love it.
Yeah. But
why did we pulled that out because we're gonna say we got some changes coming up.
we got some changes.
We're
We
gonna
got some set designs going on. We got a lot of things. We got some people cooking that have seen the podcast and they said, hey, we're an interior decorator designer and we think you could probably have a better set. And we said, well, yeah.
We're
duh.
in we got plans and we're gonna be building out a nice fucking set. This thing's gonna look sharp as a goddamn tack.
We're turning 2R into
2R Studios, baby.
2R Studios.
Because at the end of the day, if you took this away from us, look, this place we live in, within these walls, it's weird. Like we got like we're like from the moment we wake up. I know Danny's up when I literally just hear him start screaming from his bedroom every morning. The energy, and then I don't know if you've ever met Danny, but he doesn't have eyelids, right? His eyes are just constantly wide open, and like guy looks nuts. And it can be quite jarring first thing in the morning.
Good morning, Jarrett. I hope you had a blessed sleep.
Dude, we're in here. We're losing our minds. And basically, what we have here in this podcast is an outlet.
We have an outlet.
Stand-up's an outlet, but we only get that in the evening, dude. We only get that in the evening. And guess what? So far, New York City, we don't get that outlet as much as we did back home.
No, we can't walk into places and be like, hey, man, can I drop for 5 minutes? And they're like, oh, yeah, for sure. And then we take 10.
Yeah, pardon me. Who the fuck are you?
I'm sorry. What do you guys? Why do you sound like that? You're Canadian? Fuck off.
And a lot of people, do you know what else has been going on? The Drake and Kendrick beef.
They've roped us into it.
So they were just a part of it. Everybody assumes. See, at first, people were like, after the first couple tracks, people were like, yo, Drake or Kendrick. We're like, yo, dude, Drake, just because it's like, it's Canada. We're trying to rep our home team.
And he's
then
my Taylor Swift.
And then all of a sudden, they're starting to be like, dude's a pedophile. We're like, well, we got no association with that. Whatsoever.
But it's like,
so now we've kind of we're Sweden now. We're pretty fucking neutral in this one.
It's funny because there's this open micer at an Old Man Hustle, and every time we're there, he like goes and changes the music to Not Like Us or whatever that one is, the one where Kendrick just bodies.
Oh, is that
Drake
aimed at us?
Yeah, dude, I swear to God, because he's always dancing and he's staring at me, and I'm like, what do you like? What is this? Every time I go in there and he's there, he changes the music to that track or requests it and just dances and stares at me across from the other bar.
Oh, man. Listen, we're out. We've washed our hands in this one, dude. We're just trying to hang out. We're trying to be everyone's friend.
We just want to be your buddy, dude.
Yeah, dude. Let us be your buddy, man.
But they, they look at us and they look at us like we're a lesser being, but we know that we're going to just slap the shit out of them.
We're coming, dude. We're coming. And like we're doing everything we can. Now, I mean, listen, business is picking up here at 2R. We got the podcast. Danny,
I'm cooking.
Is having a little more fucking success by just farting into stuff.
Farting in air purifiers and taking.
Well, what do we got? Let's go back. Your first video. What are you at?
First video, I'm at 5.2 or 5.3 million.
That's where you farted into the air purifier.
Yeah.
Had a whiff.
And then the other two didn't do too hot, but the people are starting to comment on the other one. And finally, the air purifier company, Levoit, or what?
We should probably figure out how to say that.
Leviot, whatever.
Levoit.
It's a French company, but they reached out and said, "Looks like you need a couple more of these." And I was like, "Yo, dude, send those over to us."
We might be
ASAP.
just rotten with air purifiers. Soon, dude.
And then Dude Wipes reached out on the other one because I hit a mill on the sequence of me and the karate people
Sitting on the toilet.
Basically,
what it is Danny. He packed his bags. He looked at his family and he said, "I'm moving to America to chase the American dream."
Yeah.
He arrived here. He ate some canned herring.
And a whole bunch of hard boils.
Some hard-boiled eggs.
That's all we could afford.
Turns out the things that we can afford are an absolute recipe for
success.
Gas.
Yeah.
And it's working out, dude. You figured out something that you're good at finally.
But it's the funny thing is I send all this stuff to my friends, and then it's the stuff that I would laugh at, and it was just this. You put so much heart and soul in your craft of editing your jokes, putting your jokes out there, then editing them while they're recorded to put it out to the masses. And then you're like, whatever, man, I think this is funny. I'm going to fart in an air purifier. And then it blows up. And then you're like, oh, what if these two karate chicks are screaming, but then it smash cuts to me screaming on the toilet, which I think is a bit of genius, there is art and creativity into it. And then, but it's a quick 2 second, 3 second thought process. And you're like, whatever, I'm just going to throw it out. And then that's the shit that the internet's we want more of that.
Yeah. Genius. That's the word I was looking for too when I was
Buddy, it is. It is a genius. I am, and a lot of people do not see the vision of a genius until it's painted, and they go, "Oh my God, look at that!" And I'm gonna have a picture of me farting in an air purifier in the Louvre of mod. I'm gonna have a picture of me holding an air purifier around my butthole in the Metropolitan Museum of Modern Art.
One day you're going to be walking by Madison Square Garden and they're going to pull a fucking blanket off to unveil a statue of Danny hugging a fucking air purifier.
Yeah, no, it will be right around Rogers Place in Edmonton, right next to Gretzky holding the cup, Lord Stanley, and then you got me, Lord Levolt.
You're holding an air purifier like the Stanley Cup?
Yeah. It's the out of the Canadian Tire flagship store. That's what it's going to be.
Did our couch just break?
I leaned on it and it kind of cracked, yeah.
Buddy, this couch cost us $170 fucking bucks, dude.
Yeah, and let me tell you, it's worth every dollar of it.
Yeah, it's this thing's fucked. I mean, we had somebody sit down on this that described it best, it's like waiting in a fucking doctor's office.
Oh yeah,
not wrong.
Not wrong at all. But I don't know. This is it's
a starter kit, dude.
This is our starter kit.
We're 3 farts away from having a leather L couch in here.
Let me tell you, man. And then we're gonna fart on that and hear the distribution of my gas through the pillows. But but this is good though, man. It's perfect for when we have movie nights and we just want to watch.
We don't want to get too comfortable.
No, we don't.
Can't get too comfortable. Not in a town like this.
No, because as soon as you get comfortable, you become complacent. You know what happens? Complacency leads to injuries.
Holy hell, you just did that. And to be fair, that was a mouthful that you just tried to get out there.
Yeah.
And it didn't.
You want to know why I know that? Because I worked up north in Fort McMurray and I know complacency kills.
What?
Complacency kills.
There you go.
Yeah.
Do you think you said that the first time?
The first time I did, and then
Complacency kills.
The second time was a little bit of a tough one.
Skills.
I have them. Vocal, verbal.
Say patronize.
Patronized.
Yeah?
Patronize me.
That's pretty good.
That's what you're doing right now.
I know. I am.
Patronizing me.
I'm very impressed that you said it as well as I think you possibly could, and you defined it.
Yeah.
Kind of. You knew what I was doing.
Patronizing is when you kind of make fun of people, right?
Well, yeah. But it's like egging, dude, I can't define it. I patronized you just now.
Yeah. But soon we'll have a Patreon, and then you guys can patronize.
We'll have a Patreon, and then Danny will blow through the dictionary. I watched Danny just today again stand in front of the olive oil section at the grocery store for 25 fucking minutes reading labels, only to walk away with 0 bottles of fucking olive oil.
Well, you have
to, bro. It is insane watching you in a fucking grocery store, and I know you're like, I just gotta check the contents of it because I don't want to be putting any seed oils or anything bad.
Well, you have to look at
watching you fucking work your way through just a list of how much protein and fats are in something is mind-boggling.
Well,
dude.
I'm looking at specific things. I'm looking for words that I cannot pronounce right, that have letter or numbers in there.
Well, yeah, you've mentioned this,
The
but
dyes,
there's more
all that
happening
stuff.
there too.
But then I'm also like, you have to be very vigilant on what kind of olive oils you buy, because if you have ones that are like, all these grapes are from Spain, fucking Liberia, all over the world, you're not getting pure olive oil. It has to come from one country, and plus it's like you're just gonna get rapeseed oil and shitty olive oil.
Well, I'm gonna say this: whether it's
If you're paying $16 for an olive oil, dude, it better be pure virgin olive oil.
16 USD,
That's
dude.
$23 Canadian for a small little bigot of a little spigot or a little vessel of olive oil.
Yeah, see, that's not a bit. You're a bigot. That is.
I'm
just
not
like
a bigot, bro.
container.
I appreciate all creeds, colors, cultures, and foods.
We should be doing a land acknowledgement before we do this podcast.
We are. I don't know what nation this are.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
But I do think that
Tell you now, we're not on treaty.
you have
6
a fucking
territory.
staring problem, and it's whether you're looking at bottles of olive oil or just somebody on the subway, dude. Sometimes I literally have to snap my fingers or clap my hands to get Danny to stop looking at something. And his mouth is open and his fucking eyes are wide. Like I said, no eyelids. No fucking eyelids. And he's just having a look. If he hears a sound or a word that intrigues him, his head just turns and he just locks in on whatever's happening. And if there's something weird happening, something that most people understand, hey, let's not look at that. Let's not give that any attention. Maybe it'll go away. Danny just fucking locks right in.
Well, because, bro, it's like all this shit amazes me, and it's like, how can you not look at this? Whether it's utter stupidity or if it's like something that's like crazy, where you're like, oh man, that's nuts. Let me look at that.
It is a fascinating town, though.
It is, and
like,
plus
the subway here is fucking fascinating.
Oh, dude, it's insane. Where it's like these people are looking at everything. They're not looking at things, and it's like
they're looking at everything. Not
they're not though.
They're
they're in their phones, and then they're like this, and then they just don't know what's going around them, and you're like, how are you missing out on this absurd thing that's going on? And plus, dude,
Danny,
it's like,
I feel like your sentences are starting to fall apart. I think what's happening is you're overheating, because we've hit the half-hour mark in the podcast. I think your brain is starting to. This is like literally you have to power Danny down for 5 minutes, because as you can see, his sentence structure is starting to just fall apart.
I am like a cheetah. I can only.
We got to put a fan on you, I think, and keep you cooler while we're doing this. We do have a little bit of.
We do got a little bit of an AC thing, but here's an interesting fact: like a cheetah can only run up to a maximum of 120 miles an hour, or it's 120 kilometers an hour for 60 seconds, and then
Tesla, dude.
And then it has to stop, or else its internal temperature overheats its brain, and then it dies.
And you think that's what's happening to you right now,
buddy? I'm a fucking race car, bro.
Yeah,
I'm an efficient.
you need a little pit stop. There you go. Here, Danny, hold on. This is Danny Reed.
Fucking sponsored by DeWalt,
dude.
But I am, man. I am.
You're probably gonna have to lay down for 10 minutes.
But dude, I love laying down so much, bro, and I love
It's hard to get up.
I love resting. I think everybody in this world
We all should rest a little more.
Yeah, in this world of go, there's not enough like yo, take a break.
Well, you know what? I think that speaking of that, because that's self-care, right? Getting some rest and allowing yourself to shudder down and breathe a bit. So I think that this is an appropriate time, Danny, that we should set our intentions.
Set our intentions going into the following week.
We got another week. We're gonna set our intentions. Every week we set our intentions, then we check back in with you guys to let you know how the fuck it went.
Hold
God
on.
damn it with the fucking sirens.
That's
okay,
what we got to go
right.
through. But what did we get? We got our windows fixed.
We got our windows fixed, so
that would have been extremely more louder.
Extremely more louder. I'm telling you, we got to get this guy on ice soon. But truly, our windows have been fixed. There's a little less sound coming in here, a little less crazy shit seeping in through the windows and into our minds while we sleep. But there is still just enough that we never forget where we are.
No, you always got to remember.
That's the Bushwick Symphony out there. You hear two people arguing. They're always arguing from well across the street. I've never heard two people have a heated exchange anywhere near one another here.
Yeah, my favorite too is when they start yelling at each other or communicating, and then they just like separate, but their conversation gets louder and louder and continues and continues.
Yeah. What's that? That's the opposite of an Irish. Is it an Irish goodbye?
That's a. I don't know. I can't.
No, but
comment
where
on
it's
that.
like, I don't know. It's like people who can't stop fucking talking, but then it's what it is. It's one person that initiates that this has to end, and they just start moving away, and then the other person keeps it up, which is not a good trait.
That's a Scandinavian sentence bringer.
So we will set our intentions for the week. I intend, Danny, to keep it up in the gym 6 days this week. I want to be in the gym. We'll take 1 day of rest, maybe.
We will take 1 day of rest because the Lord took 1 day of rest creating this world.
We're gonna get out every night. We're gonna get out every night. We're gonna be like barnacles at these fucking shows, dude. Get the goddamn paint scraper out when you see me and Danny coming, because we're gonna fucking hang on, and we're gonna hang out, and we're gonna fucking worm our way into people's conversations. We're gonna make you notice us. We're just gonna be fucking insufferable.
Yeah.
Okay? And we're gonna do that every night. So we're gonna work out. We're gonna go do our fucking stand up. Of course, we're gonna be ripping fucking. We're gonna be ripping
pods,
ripping vape pods,
vape pods, Tide pods.
I'm going to have quit vape by the next time I talk to you. I will have quit vape this week. Next time I check in, I'm going to be vapeless.
Vapeless. You're
All
going
right?
to be like Darth Vapor when he gets thrown into the pit by Darth Sidious.
I like that.
And then all you're going to have is your old vape just sitting there in your mind, a blue little specter of a vape. Yeah.
Remember your ways.
I'll have quit vape. You won't have smoked a cigarette. It's going to be good, dude.
I don't know, man. I'm probably going to hack a dart.
Might have to hack a dart. The oil play tomorrow night.
Oil play tomorrow. I'm gonna be a little bit stressed. We got you got gal coming over. She likes hacking darts on the patio, so I might just join her.
Yeah.
And me, for my intentions, I'm going to continue reading, excelling and expanding my vocabulary. I'm going to keep doing shows. Going to go show face. Going to edit some stuff. I'm going to probably try and make another viral video. And I'm really going to... Listen, I did not do that to you. I did not do that to you. All right? Mister, you didn't take your hair pill here today. You're a little upset. You need another scoop of Kratom.
Okay. Hey. Yeah.
Here, is this better for you? This one. Ready? My intentions for next week are I'm gonna read some more books, and then I'm gonna go out and do some stuff, and then I'm gonna really be a positive person, and I'm gonna work out. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna lift heavy, and I'm gonna look at
Lift heavy shit and put it back down, because that's what we do on the Dude
Buddy Podcast.
Till next week, motherfuckers.
Listen, watch, and be a gosh darn dude.
Fucking subscribe on YouTube.
Smash
rate
that.
us 5 stars on Spotify. And at the end of the day, God bless America.
Yeah.